Hi all, this is Shweta Reddy, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering from R.M.K College of Engineering and Technology. So today in this video, we are going to see about a topic, structure of a wireless communication link. So in order to establish a wireless communication link from transmitter to receiver, there are certain stages through which the data has to pass by. So we will see each and every stage in detail, and let us see what are the stages that are involved in between the generation of messages, that is transmission of messages, and similarly at the receiver side, what are the various stages that will be there in receiving the signal and also to reproduce the signal. So in short, encrypting the messages to decrypting the messages. What are the stages involved in between these two things? And these and all will be covered in this particular video. So now let us go into the topic. So this is a very basic structure of a wireless communication link. So as you could observe over here, this is the first and foremost block for us, that is information source. So in information source, this is the area where we will actually generate the messages, and later on there are certain process which has to be done on this generated message. So we have a source coder, then it is followed by a channel coder, which is followed by a modulator, and then it is followed by a multiple access technique, and then it will be transmitted over a propagation channel. So this, the first line represents the transmission link, and once the message is transmitted, it will be passing over a propagation channel, and then at the receiver side we have diversity combiner, which is followed by the separation of desired user, and then we have equalizer, which is followed by a demodulator, and then the reverse process of channel coder, that is channel decoder, and the reverse process of source coder, which is nothing but source decoder, and finally the information sync. In information sync, the information will be reproduced. So this first line, can you see, the first line represents the transmitter, and the second line represents the receiver. So this is the overall and very basic structure of a wireless communication link. And also depending upon the application of the the stages, that is the number of stages may increase or decrease. So now we will see what are the various blocks that is responsible for converting the messages, that is from transmitter side to receiver side. And also at this end of the session, we will see certain block diagrams which is very particular to certain applications. So there you can clearly depict what is the difference between ideal structure of a wireless communication link and application specific communication link. So now we will see each and every block in detail. So before seeing each and every block in detail, first let us see the block diagram of radio communication link with digital transmitter and receiver and an analog propagation channel. Here we could see an information source, that is an information is generated and it is sent to A to D converter, where analog signals are converted to digital signals, and then you have a source coder. Here in source coder, you will be removing the redundancy bits, and then you have channel coder where you will be adding the redundancy bits, so that to ensure the error correction, error detection, that and all. Then it will be multiplexed based on the signaling conditions, and then it will be sent over the channel. And there at the receiver side, we have a baseband modulator. The baseband modulator will actually receive the signals, and it will filter the baseband signals, and finally we will convert all the digital signals to analog signals using D to A converter. And then we are having a low pass filter for filtering purpose, and it will be up converted, and then we have a transmitter TX filter, and finally we have a propagation channel. The propagation channel will add certain things like noises, ACI, CCI, that is adjacent channel interference, co-channel interference will be added to the signal, and finally it will be transmitted over air. So this is the overall process of transmission. So we will see each and every block in detail in the next coming video. Just as of now, remember this block. So this is a block diagram of digital receiver chain for mobile communication. The first block we have is RX filter. Then it will be down converted. Then you have a baseband filter. Then you have an AGC, that is automatic gain control. Then you have A to D converter, which is analog to digital converter. That is, analog signals are converted into digital signals. And then we have baseband demodulator. The baseband demodulator will be controlled by this carrier recovery unit, which will actually tell you what is the level of frequency has to be used. So based on the carrier recovery unit, that is, the carrier recovery unit will also send its information to the local oscillator, so that the local oscillator will be oscillating at the frequency and phase that is used at the transmitter, which is used for down converting your signals. And based on the baseband demodulator, we can also derive this timing recovery function. Based on this timing recovery function, we will be sending the signals to the demultiplexer. So the demultiplexer will also be operating on signaling schemes, and then the reverse operation will be carried out, such as channel decoder, channel source decoder, and finally we have a D to A converter. And finally the signal will be sent to the information sink. So this is a complete receiver structure of mobile communication system. This is application oriented, and it is almost, it will be resembling the ideal structure of this wireless communication link. Anyway, we will be seeing each and every block in detail in the next coming video. So in this video, we have seen the block diagram, that is the structure of a wireless communication link. And we have also seen the block diagram of radio link with digital transmitter and digital receiver for analog propagation channel. And we have also covered the block diagram of a digital receiver chain for mobile communication. Anyway, we are going to see each and every block which we have used in transmitter as well as in receiver in the next coming video. So in this video, we have covered the block diagrams. In the next coming video, we will see each and every block which we have used in these block diagrams. Thank you all.